Myths and scary folktales have existed since the beginning of humankind. These stories have been retold and passed down from one generation to the next. These tales often contain horrifying or supernatural elements, and they exist in every culture throughout the globe. In today's episode, we will look into terrifying urban legends from around the world. The Pontianak is a mythical creature known throughout Southeast Asia, particularly in Malaysia and Indonesia. She is said to be the vengeful spirit of a young woman who died during childbirth. She first appears to lone travelers as a beautiful young woman. She uses this guise to lure in her victims. Once her victims have been trapped, she reveals her true form. Young children are taught from an early age to never travel alone at night or risk being confronted by the deadly and terrifying Pontianak. The Slenderman is unusual in that he is one of the more recent arrivals on the urban legend scene. Originally conceived as a creepypasta internet meme in the 2000s, the Slenderman is a very tall, thin, humanoid creature with a featureless face and wears a black suit. Slenderman is said to be a malevolent creature seeking to stalk and traumatize people, and is particularly fond of abducting small children. In 2014, two 12-year-old girls in Washita, Wisconsin, lured a classmate into the woods and stabbed her 13 times. Thankfully, the young victim survived her wounds. When authorities questioned the two girls, they stated that they committed the crime on behalf of the Slenderman, and if the girls didn't comply, they were afraid the Slenderman would bring harm to their families. In Islamic folklore, the Jinn are malevolent spirits or demons, often living in caves, and are responsible for causing illness, misfortunes, tragic events, and deaths. It is said that the Jinn can take many forms and are known at times to demonically possess humans. The Jinn are mentioned numerous times in the Quran and are considered by many practicing Muslims to be very real. One of the best known urban legends is the ritual of summoning Bloody Mary. At 3 a.m., the ritual is carried out by an individual who locks themselves into a dark room with a lit candle placed next to the mirror. They would then face the mirror and look intently into it. The name Bloody Mary would slowly be chanted 3 times in succession. After the 3rd chant of Bloody Mary, the individual would close their eyes and turn around 3 times. They would then open their eyes to see the face of Bloody Mary staring back at them. The legend of the Baba Yaga originated in northeastern Europe and in Russia over 1,000 years ago. She is described as a scraggly old woman with a long, crooked nose. Baba Yaga was said to be an evil witch and would take pleasure in killing anyone who ventured into her part of the forest. She was especially fond of young children, who she would eagerly snap up so she could cook and eat them. The Baba Yaga is thought to be the basis of the evil witch in many of our modern-day fairy tales. In French folklore, the Sarramauca is a witch or demon who will come into your bedroom at night while you are asleep. The demon will then crawl up onto your chest, put his face up to yours, and begin to suck the life out of your body. Even if you were to wake up, there is nothing you can do, for the Sarramauca causes you to become temporarily paralyzed where you can't get up, move, or even scream. La Mano Peluda is the severed hand of a man who was tortured and killed during the Spanish Inquisition. It is said that the disembodied hand of the man came back to life in order to seek revenge on those who had caused him harm. The legend says that La Mano Peluda will climb up onto your bed and grab your feet as you sleep. Spanish children are often warned that if they don't go to bed on time, La Mano Peluda will get them. The Kuchisake Onna is an urban legend which comes to us from Japan. Translated, Kuchisake Onna means the slit-mouthed woman. This is the story of a beautiful young woman named Kimiko who was married to an overbearing and jealous samurai husband. Kimiko had a warm and pleasant smile, and she had a bright and charming personality as well. This prompted many people, including other men, to stop and have a friendly chat with Kimiko. This disturbed and angered her jealous husband, who ordered her to stop talking with other men. One day, as the couple was walking to town, a handsome young man said hello to them and mentioned to Kimiko that she had a beautiful smile. Kimiko giggled and said thank you. This angered the husband so much that he drew his sword and killed the other man on the spot. He then turned to Kimiko and sliced her mouth open from ear to ear. "Now who thinks you're pretty?" the husband said as he walked away, leaving Kimiko behind bleeding and in tears. It is said that a beautiful woman can be seen riding the train alone late at night. She will be wearing a scarf or a mask over her mouth, and if you see her, be sure not to make eye contact, because if you do, she will approach you and ask, "Do you think I'm pretty?" If this happens, be sure not to answer. If you say no, it is said she will devour you on the spot. If you say yes, she will remove her mask and ask, "Now do you think I'm pretty?" And then she will kill you. This woman is the Kuchisake Onna. The tale of Llarona is widespread throughout Latin American culture. Translated into English, Llarona means the weeping woman. This is the story of a beautiful young woman named Maria who falls in love with and marries a rich, handsome ranch owner. The couple are happily married and have 2 beautiful children together whom they both loved very much. One day, Maria sees her husband with another woman. In a blind fit of rage, Maria throws the two children into the river where they both drown. Consumed with guilt over the death of the children, Maria throws herself into the river and drowns herself. It is said that Maria's ghost, now known as La Llorona, can be seen walking along bodies of water wearing a pure white dress, searching for her lost children. Her cries and wails have often been heard around midnight. This concludes today's episode of the Paranormal Report. If you have any suggestions for urban legends that you would like to see in a future episode, please let us know in the comment section below.